It was supposed to be a standard solo camp. Just Jay, his tent, and the New Jersey Pine Barrens. You've probably heard of this place. If you watched The Sopranos, you know Chrissy and Paulie barely made it out of these woods alive. But Jay wasn't looking for a Russian. He was just trying to sleep. Then the screaming started. So, what happened? Tonight's video comes from Campouts with Jay, a guy who tests outdoor gear by actually using it in places most people avoid. He's got the tent, he's got the setup, he's got the Pine Barrens after dark. And if you've been watching this channel for a while, you already know that camping alone in woods with this kind of reputation is almost never a great idea. It's October 2025, Halloween actually, in the Pine Barrens, New Jersey. The footage exists, so here we are.
Whoa, look at my arm. Holy crap. Yeah, it's been a hot minute since I used that thing last. I think it's actually my second or third video on YouTube called Heaven's Lake Campout. It was the first time I actually, no wait, I'm sorry. Camping in a Haunted Forest, that's right. Camping in a Haunted Forest was the first time I used this. And yeah. Ooh. Ooh. So let's clean it up, shall we? Cause she is smoking. Alright. I don't have any oil, but I do have some butter. So we are gonna butter this pan. Well, you guys, this dinner is served, but gotta do a taste test. Dang, that's good. All right, it's time to eat in peace in the Pine Barrens. Peace in the Pine Barrens. The Pine Barrens are haunted. Yeah, they are. Okay, you guys.
Darkness falls fast out here. Total, complete darkness. Jay's family leaves him behind at the campsite, driving off and taking the last bit of safety with them. Now he's isolated, cut off, alone in pitch-black woods that have legends older than the state itself. He retreats into his tent, zips up, and waits. The atmosphere thickens, not just quiet, but that specific kind of quiet that makes you aware of your own heartbeat.
Great. Steak was filling. It's time to fire up the stove in my tent. You guys, look at this. Yeah, it's a little chilly. It is chilly. Okay, so tumbleweed, got the firewood ready. It's probably really a big log. And this is a fireproof mat, which is very important to use. Make sure the dampers are open. And what you want to do is you want to preheat the pipe.
The silence shatters. High-pitched, terrifying screams rip through the woods. Not human, not quite animal either. Something in between, something wrong. The sound carries that specific frequency that makes your spine tighten before your brain even processes it. Jay goes still, listening, tracking, trying to locate the source. Whatever made that noise is close. Close enough to remind him that the tent isn't a fortress, it's just a target that zips. The screams fade, but the tension doesn't. Jay stays hyper-vigilant, lights on, eyes on the darkness, waiting to see if whatever made that sound wants to investigate the tent. It doesn't. Dawn comes slow out here, and Jay packs up, drives out, uploads the footage. The Pine Barrens keep their secrets. He doesn't know what screamed. Neither do we. But honestly, that was too close for comfort. A clearing in the North Georgia mountains doesn't look threatening at sunset. Just trees, a creek, some flat ground. The kind of place you'd pull into without thinking twice. But when that sun goes down, and you're alone in a 30-year-old van with failing brakes and no cell signal, that clearing starts looking a lot less like sanctuary and a lot more like a trap. Sydney found that out the hard way. This is what she found. Next up is Sydney, a solo female traveler documenting life on the road in a vintage vehicle. No crew, no backup, just real landscapes and real unpredictability. She made it out with the footage. So here we are. It's May 15th, 2026, North Georgia, near Dalton and Ellijay.
Well, it says my site is right here. Here we go. Please tell me there's nobody here. Thank goodness. I just realized there's a tent down there. Like, is somebody homeless living over there? I don't know what to do. There's a freaking tent over there. Do I go up to it? Hello? Is anybody in that tent? I'm in a pickle, guys. I'm in a pickle. I'm in a bit of a pickle because I don't know if there's somebody in that tent, and I don't know where else to go without having to scale a mountain. So I'm just gonna back up and call this camp. Oh, this is so annoying. I don't know how I'm gonna get out of here either.
The day has been brutal. Overheating engine, brakes failing on steep descents, mountain tracks. Her 30-year-old van was never built to handle. Sydney's running out of daylight and options. She pulls into a flat clearing near Ellijay, exhausted, ready to stop fighting the terrain. But something's wrong immediately. There's a tent already here, abandoned looking, pitched in a weird spot away from the water. Her gut screams at her to leave. She's got one rule on the road: trust the instinct. Tonight, for the sake of convenience, she breaks it.
Dude, I'm like scared. I don't know where he went. Wait. Oh. Holy.
You okay?
Yeah. But there's some like guy right there.
Right where?
Like he just like walked through my campsite. Holy sh, I'm shaking right now.
I'm gonna get through you.
What?
I'm gonna get through you.
I feel like I shouldn't like be like shaking this bad. I don't know like
Do you need to call the cops or anything?
no. But oh shit, brother. Oh my god, dude.
Are you leaving the campground?
Yeah, I'm leaving. Holy sh. Oh god. Sorry. This isn't funny, but it's like.
Sketchy, bro.
Dude, my only saving grace. Oh my god.
She's inside the van on FaceTime with university friends, laughing, distracted, windows uncovered. Then she sees him. A man, no hiking gear, no outdoor clothes, just walking straight into her campsite, like he belongs there. No hesitation when he spots her. Sydney's terror is immediate. She turns the key, engine roaring to life, hoping the noise will spook him. It doesn't. He walks right across her headlights, drops his bag near that abandoned tent, and starts pacing, back and forth, staring at her. The message is clear. He's not surprised to see her, and he's not leaving. She slams it into drive and gets out. Sydney makes it to a Holiday Inn parking lot, safe, shaking, processing how close that was. She realizes the horrible irony. If she hadn't been distracted by the call, her window covers would have been up. She wouldn't have seen him coming. The headphones would have been in. She'd have been blind and deaf to the approach. His total lack of hesitation, that predatory pacing. She's convinced she just dodged something violent. The van's still running. She's still here. But that rule about trusting her gut, she's not breaking it again. Would you have stayed the whole night? 6 p.m. The investigator checks his gear one last time. Night vision charged, recorder ready, gas stove packed. The light is fading fast over Shropshire, and he knows that once darkness hits Dairy Pit, it hits different. This place has history. Bronze Age burials, 17th century ghost layings, a pool where they supposedly trapped spirits in glass vessels. He thinks he has enough time to get in, get set up, and get answers. But darkness in cursed woodland has a way of speeding up when you're somewhere you shouldn't be. So, what happened? Tonight's third video comes from Strayed Explorer, a UK-based channel doing solo overnight investigations in haunted, isolated locations. No crew, no cuts, just long, unedited stretches and whatever shows up. It's March 27th, 2026, Dairy Pit, Shropshire, England. The camera kept rolling. So let's take a look.
The plan tonight is to make our way through this forest, or woodland, whatever you want to call it. Oh Jesus, it's a deer. I thought it was a frigging horse in the woods then. Yeah, what we're going to do, because it is dropping dark now, so I should probably get moving. We're going to make our way through the woods, hang out at this pool for, I don't know, quite a few hours. We're going to cook some food and that, chill out and just see what can happen. But from what I've read, it is like quite a haunted place. So yeah, I think I'm just going to gather my things up now. Like I said, it is going dark, so we should really be getting a move on. There's quite a lot of cars driving past here. But yeah, with that said, guys, let's get a move on. Man, that's bright. So
He skips the footpath, deliberately bushwhacking off-piste through boggy terrain that sinks under every step. The atmosphere lands immediately. Abandoned junk scattered through the trees, old bottles glinting in the last light. A confidential mental health flyer left like a warning. By the time he reaches the water's edge, the vibe is already heavy. This isn't just a pond. It's a grave site, a binding ground, a place where they supposedly trapped a poisoned man's spirit inside a vessel and threw him into the black water.
Somewhere suspended in time. So is it true he was actually in a bottle and he's in there? Suspended in time. That actually makes sense, that does. That's pretty good. Is he in a bottle? In this pool? Open it. He's in the bottle and someone has just told me to open it.
Hiding from the bad person.
Hiding from the bad person. Hello?
The investigation shifts from electronic to physical. He's trying to navigate the pitch black when a sudden noise cracks directly in front of him. Seconds later, heavy rustling in the dead leaves, right beside him, close enough to touch.
Holy sh**. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Something was just running at me. Hello? Whoa. Something was just running at me. The f*** was that? I was just...
Then it charges. Heavy footsteps sprinting through dry leaves, rushing directly at his position. Panicked, he throws his flashlight around the tree line. But there's nothing. No shape, no source. Just the sound of something running at him through the dark.
Okay. Maybe there is a person out here? Because that just whistled back. Whatever ran at me was right there on them leaves. And whatever just whistled back, I can't believe I'm going towards it. What is that under that tree? Hello?
Driven from his spot by wind and escalating activity, he moves closer to a large tree structure. The moment he arrives, loud, deliberate knocks bang against the wood right beside him. Not random, patterned, cut off only by the wind. Before he leaves, he places part of his burger on a log, an offering, and sets a recorder inside a deep earth mound for one last EVP attempt. Flickering lights move deep in the bushes around him. The night has shifted from folklore to physical confrontation. The contextual necrometer responses, The charging entity, the mimicked whistle, the tree knocks. He asks the darkness if he'll be safe to camp here alone in the future. The darkness doesn't answer, or maybe it already did. I'm still trying to process what just happened there. He's adjusting his heated vest when the torchlight catches it. Two glowing eyes staring back from the darkness, low to the ground, massive. The snow squall passed 10 minutes ago, but the silence that replaced it is heavier, pressing against the trees. He thinks it's just deer, just wildlife, nothing to worry about. But Rendlesham Forest doesn't give up its secrets that easily, and something out there is already moving. Let's get into it. The fourth video tonight comes from Brothers Wild, a UK channel run by brothers, documenting raw vlogger-style camping in locations chosen for atmosphere and lore. No survival gimmicks, just genuine reactions to genuine weirdness. This is what came back. So here we are. It's April 4th, 2026, Rendlesham Forest, Suffolk, England.
We must be camping. We are camping. Carping. Oh my god.
Where's that come from?
Watch out, when it get flooded now. We have to leave all tents and like home. Just for our look.
What's that noise?
You're a plane, not a plane. You're humming noise.
Aliens! Oh, you like voice? Oh, give me that. That's warm. I can tell it's warm already. Really warm. $7.99.
Bargain.
What's it called?
You radical.
You radical.
Yeah. You get what you give it, from.
Right guys, the sun is just going down. We're going to go into the forest now. Gonna have a little walk around, a little explore. Hopefully we get some weird disc coming down, descending upon us and beaming us up. But we don't know. We're gonna have a look anyway. So it's getting dark. We've had some nice couple of beers. We're gonna have some food a bit later on. Yeah.
Feel good burgers are back.
Feel good burgers, baby. Right then, let's go on the hunt for UFO and alien species, which we're definitely going to be in this forest tonight because it's Brothers Wild. Yeah. Right then. This is the forest that there's been sightings of aliens and stuff like that.
I don't think there's any aliens here.
No.
How is this path even like? It's like it's been carved out.
I know.
Sorry, is my light too bright?
No, it's fine.
Twilight fades and the weather turns erratic. Clear skies to sudden snow squalls, forcing them into the vehicle for shelter. When the storm passes and the sun finally sets, they step off the main path and venture directly into the dense, restricted tree line. Ash and Lewis start the night hike, filming vlogger style as they go.
What's that? What's that?
What?
There on
What?
the right. What's that?
Where? Oh, there's lights! There's lights!
Look.
What's that? Oh my god, what is that? Red and green. Red and green lights. Oh my god. Oh my god, no!
Sorry, it's just a torch.
Oh.
It's just a torch, bro. It's just
Just a torch. Quiet. You see the eyes? Oh, I got it on camera. What is it?
Whoa. It's going across.
What is that?
What's that? Wait.
What is that?
Oh, it's big. It's big. What the fuck is that? It's massive. Turn this off.
What's that?
Turn all lights off.
It
Turn all
looks
lights off back. Hold on.
It looked like sort of like a cat.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a look. Come on.
Should we have a look? I think they've gone, bro.
Back in the pitch black after the storm, The silence has teeth. Then red and green lights flash through the trees. Panic, then relief. Just a torch prank between friends. The tension breaks, but the silence returns thicker than before.
There. Look into the woods. What? It's a light. Yeah.
Yeah, I seen it. Yeah, yeah, but you.
The light, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was light.
It's gone now. It's right in the middle of the forest.
Yeah, that was light. There's no paths there.
I know. That's what I'm thinking. There it is again.
See it over there.
I've definitely seen a light there. It looked like a...
Yeah, I see it. In front again.
Yeah.
Cutting through dense, unlit brush, their torchlight catches the reflection. Sharp, glowing eyes staring from the blackness. They track it, tense, describing a massive, low-slung creature moving fast across the tree line. Then it steps into clearer view. Wild deer. Relief. But the forest doesn't let them relax for long. Then the scream cuts through the dead silence. Loud, jarring, completely unidentifiable. Not deer, not fox, not owl, something else. It echoes through the trees and they freeze, discomfort settling deep. Time to get out of the deeper woods. Back at camp, food and drinks help unwind the nerves. They stand in the exact clearing where Air Force personnel witnessed a silent craft in 1980. The famous Rendlesham incident. Britain's own Roswell. The oppressive quiet. The moving light. The scream that didn't belong to any animal they know. Was it the atmosphere amplifying shadows? Or was it something the forest has been hiding for decades? They came for an eerie overnight. They got proximity to something they can't explain. Me? I'd have been gone at the first scream. What makes researchers trek into the Ozark backcountry in February, armed with thermal imaging and audio callouts, looking for something that doesn't appear on any official species list? For Adam and Shelby Whited, it's the evidence, the footprints, the tree structures, the vocalizations that don't match known wildlife. But sometimes the evidence finds you first, and sometimes it's not just watching, it's destroying your gear. Let's see what happened. Tonight's fifth video comes from the Half-Inch Wrench crew, a US-based paranormal and cryptid hunting team doing boots-on-the-ground wilderness expeditions. No armchair theories, just raw physical evidence and nighttime tracking. They survived to post this, but here we are. It's February 20th, 2024. Remote woodland along the Ozark riverbanks, United States.
Oh, dude, my game camera's gone. Yeah, dude, look at that. That's a ripped, chewed. Game camera's just laying on the ground.
Game camera got ripped off the tree?
Yeah. It's been on this tree for a while. It's string, you can see where it's been pulled on. And it's stretched out.
That was weird, that thump that we heard earlier.
The hike down to base camp starts with discovery. Their long-term game camera has been ripped clean off its tree, not removed carefully, violently torn away. The heavy mounting straps are stretched, chewed, lying torn on the forest floor. Adam connects it immediately to the heavy thump that echoed through the area that afternoon. Something big, something close, something that didn't want to be filmed. The message is clear. You're not just trespassing. You're being warned.
Isn't that walking? Right here. Right here in front of me. I hear Joe. I hear them moving. It just means it seemed like a war.
Darkness settles, and a storm starts brewing as they head into dense, humid terrain with thermal gear. The silence breaks with heavy bipedal footsteps, distinct, massive, snapping branches in the pitch-black brush directly in front of an investigator. Something is tracking them. Something massive. Just out of visual range, but close enough to break wood.
Whoa. What the?
Got really
Whoa.
I've never felt that before.
Anyone's got the chills.
What?
What? It still felt warm.
You feel that cold and hot air just.
Alright, so we got some strange activity happening. All of a sudden, like this warm air blew in. Really hot air. I don't know where that came from. Like stove hot.
Then the atmosphere shifts, not gradually, but instantly. A localized wave of intense heat envelops the team, described as stove-hot air, like warm breath blown directly into their faces. The sudden thermal spike fogs their camera lenses immediately, blinding the recording equipment. Freezing night, localized heat, no rational explanation. Just seasoned researchers with severe chills that have nothing to do with the temperature. The expedition escalates fast, vandalized gear, heavy bipedal footsteps, then the heat wave that blinds their cameras. They retreat to tents and hammocks as the thunderstorm closes in, forced to abandon active tracking. But the realization stays with them. Whatever is in these woods can manipulate the environment, can generate heat, can destroy equipment, can watch from the darkness while you're blinded by condensation. You've probably gone camping before, packed a bag, found a spot, settled in as the light fades. Maybe you heard an owl, some wind in the trees, normal woods stuff. You've probably never been alone next to filled-in coal mine shafts as a damp mist rolls in and every bird in the forest suddenly stops singing. He hadn't either. Not until tonight. It gets worse from here. The sixth video comes from My Adventures Begin at 50, a UK channel focused on practical bushcraft and solo overnights. No ghost hunting gear, no apps, just a guy with an army Bergen and a tarp. This is what came back. So here we are. It's May 3rd, 2026. Secluded woodland, England.
I knew they were around here somewhere. I've just come from that way, so I must have walked straight over the top on them. That's another one of those shafts, which I didn't realise it was so close to where I was. But anyway, this is what we were building a few months ago. Yeah, it looks a bit worse for wear. I don't think anybody's been here, but you can see everything's died off. Anyway, I'll spin camera around and show you. So I had a bit of a wall there. There is a pathway what I'm walking down, where it's about 50 or 60 yards that way. It's quite well, it was quite thick woodland at the time. I think you'd be able to see somebody walking down it, sort of thing. You plus you're doing with all that mud. I built that top bar like a goal post to put a shelter in, coming down back end on it, sort of thing, or maybe from this tree to this tree, an hammock. Maybe I was planning on building today a bit of a barrier here just to protect, so no one can see me having a fire or anything like that. But everything is so wet through. I didn't think it'd be that wet. Oh well, got a lot of work to do with very little sunlight left. So some of you might have noticed as I was walking up that pathway, I bought myself a new bag. British Army. Bergen, 120 litres. Now
The birds stop. All of them. Mid-whistle, mid-song. Just gone. The silence lands like a weight. He notes it immediately, spooked, reaching for a beer that suddenly doesn't feel like enough reassurance.
hello? It's fucking freaking me out, that is. Hello? Turn round. It was like somebody threw something, like a rock or something. There is no stones here. There's no stones for a fireplace or anything. Anyway, sun's setting now, so I ought to think about getting this shelter.
He analyzes the ground around him, and the paranoia spikes. There are no rocks here, no stones, nothing that could have made that sound naturally. He'd heard distant gunshots miles away earlier, but this was close, too close, and wrong.
Be here tonight. I'm a bit freaked out with everything. It's not like me at all, this. I might even leave this shelter here. And again, I don't want anyone else to find it. I'm not sure.
Darkness is here now, and his nerve is shattered. He admits it openly. This isn't like him. He's never felt this level of edge during a solo camp. He's too freaked out to stay. The overnight is over before it began. He bails completely, abandons the half-built tarp, packs the Bergen, starts the retreat through dark, muddy woods. No head torch, just the need to be gone.
I don't know if the foxes, badgers, bats. What the hell? I remember that tree, but there's a path gone. Oh, it's here.
Finding the path is slow, painful. He whispers now, hearing footsteps and rustling in the shadows around him. Can't tell if it's wildlife or something tracking. Doesn't want to know, just keeps moving toward the road. He makes it to the lighted road, safe, shaking, 2 miles still to walk home. He acknowledges the horror film he watched days prior might have primed him, but he emphasizes he's never felt that degree of fear before. Standing at the footpath's end, he's uncertain he'll ever return to that specific woodland. And sometimes the only smart move is to listen to that instinct to run. Yeah, I'm good on abandoned coal mine woods for a while. That's it for tonight. If you watched all the way to the end, you're either very brave or you made some questionable life choices. Either way, like and subscribe, hit the bell, and click one of the videos on screen. I'll be back soon with more reasons to stay indoors. See you then. And if you made it this far, there was a hidden word somewhere in tonight's video. Drop it in the comments if you caught it.